Merry Christmas.
Blessings to you.
Merry Christmas.
Dios les bendiga.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas from Managua, Nicaragua.
Merry Christmas.
We wish you a joyful celebration of our Lord Jesus' birth. We thank God for you.
And we have such joy in our hearts to celebrate Christmas with you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Joy to the world. And Feliz Navidad.
I want to wish you great joy in this Advent season. Advent, of course, is that time when we are waiting, longing, and hoping for Christ to come into our world. In this time of COVID-19, it can be that much more acute, our longing and desire for Christ to come. And yet we can have great joy and confidence that Christ is coming and Christ is come.
One of the things that makes me joyful is when I'm teaching and I see someone understand God's sovereignty for the first time. And even though they're going through a lot of suffering in their life, they find great comfort knowing that God is with them.
I get joy from seeing baby goats, but I also find a lot of joy in watching young people who are passionate about studying the Bible and then putting it into practice in their daily lives.
One thing that brings us joy during this time is being able to connect with other people, either people that we can see face to face or people that we can connect to remotely.
Our school has been able to stay open this school year despite the pandemic that's going on around the world. And so I'm really thankful. I'm thankful for each day that I get to see and interact with my students in person.
And things that give us a lot of joy this Christmas include
community, our family,
the knowledge that the Lord is with us despite of all the circumstances we are living in.
It gives us great joy to hear how our international students, seminary graduates, are serving the Lord back in their home countries like
Myanmar,
India,
Nepal,
Pakistan,
Indonesia,
Cambodia,
Korea,
and Hong Kong.
I think something that really brings me joy is being able to serve on the worship band at my church here in Nicaragua. The worship team really brings me a sense of community, and I just love praising God and worshiping Him in Spanish.
We're working with the Compa student movement, and we're joyful because things like Zoom exist and we can stay in contact with our students even during a pandemic.
Something that is bringing me joy this season is the tangible act of writing and sending cards through the snail mail to people in my life who I cannot see in person.
One of the things that gives me joy this time of the year are these flowers. These bushes turn bright white just before Christmas.
This past fall, 6 of us gathered online to think about what God might be doing in our neighborhoods. It was so exciting. We walked in our neighborhoods and God gave us eyes to see and ears to hear.
A king is born this day in Bethlehem. And what brings us joy is to be able to serve this king, especially in this beautiful place in the tropics.
And part of our joy is that we have just celebrated our first year in marriage.
Woohoo! We decorate and we celebrate this season because it's the season that, regardless of what is happening, always is here and is a story that will be told every year regardless of what's happening.
I feel so thankful because I was in an accident and God gave me a second opportunity to live.
And I feel joyful because no matter what the circumstances around us are, God is still true and good and loving and faithful.
One thing that brings us joy is that even in difficult years like this one, the good news of the Prince of Peace continues to go forth through face shields and masks, through text messages and Zoom sessions, through counseling and classes. In Mexico and around the world, the good news can't be stopped.
And thank you for joining us in proclaiming to the world that the corona that really matters is the corona, the crown of Jesus Christ.
So as a family, we discovered that being joyful is a choice. And the Bible has urged us to be joyful at all times. And particularly this year, it's been difficult. There's been many things that could potentially make us sad or keep us down. But being joyful is a choice.
I have a Christmas cactus in my house, and most of the year it sits dormant and I tend to forget to water it. But last week I came downstairs and I saw this. This Christmas cactus had blossomed in these beautiful pink, vibrant flowers. This Christmas season, I'm finding joy when I see evidence of God's grace and beauty in the everyday things of life. May the blessing of Emmanuel, God with us, be with you and your family this Christmas season.